Hi everybody, it's time for Artist Fun with Nonna, and this drawing is going to be fun, but it's probably one of the more complicated drawings that we've done, but I think you guys are up to the challenge. Are you ready? Let's get started with our crane. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to make a rectangle, which is going to be what houses the motor of the crane. My little grandson said this is a digging in the dirt machine. He likes cranes, so I thought I'd do one for him. So there's just our little simple rectangle. Now we're going to make a line on the left-hand side of this rectangle. And we're going to go down just a little way down. Now we're going to make the other side. So make a line that's parallel, meaning it just goes right alongside it, kind of like a road. Now it's got to pay attention to this one. There we are, and we're going to put the top on. And make sure you save room for your crane, your arm. Now, let's go ahead and finish this part off. So you're just going to take, on this long rectangle here, just go up a little bit and just put a line right across there. Actually, now you can do this too. Remember to use your eraser. And I'm going to use my eraser right now because that is just a little bit too long. You don't want it to be too long because then you can't fit your big arm on there. So I just took my eraser and I fixed it, and there's no problem. All right, now we're going to put another rectangle on top of this one, but this rectangle is going to be a little bit smaller than the top of this one. So go over just from the left, go a little bit in, and make a line going up. And then we'll go the other side and make a line right beside it going up, and that's going to be our rectangle. Now on top of that rectangle is going to be a circle. A circle, and a circle is going to be right in the middle of that circle, and that's our arm. Now just make a diagonal line going right across like that, and then make a second one, because this is going to be another rectangle. All right, and then we're going to make a circle on top of that rectangle, just like this one, and it's going to have a circle in the middle, because that's kind of how the gears move, because this part of the crane is moving and it's going up and down and digging in the dirt. Now we're going to take and we're just going to make a line down at another angle here, and then make a line right next to that. Now I'm sure that you're probably going to want to stop this video, because like I said, this one is a little bit more tricky. Then take the top line and go down even farther, because this is going to be the scoop or the shovel of the crane, and you're just going to make a triangle right off of that. So make a line at that point there, straight down, and then make the other side of the triangle, and then you're going to make a little triangle off of this triangle. So go to the bottom of this triangle and make another. Got a lot of diagonal lines in this one, don't we? Slanted lines, you might call them. So that's our crane. That's the scoop, what digs in the dirt. And I see that I need to finish that line there. There we go. Remember to stop if you need to have a little bit more time. But now we have to put the cab in where the people work and the people drive the crane. So we're going to take like a semicircle and make it right off of that skinny rectangle, and that's going to be the cab of the crane, where the person sits that drives it. And then we're going to take another line. We're just going to go in just a little bit because this is going to be our window so that the person driving this crane can see where he's digging. Stop just before you get to this line of this rectangle here, and then connect these two lines like that, and that's our cab. And remember, on our truck and some of our other vehicles, we put just little lines to indicate that this is a reflective, this is a piece of glass in here. Sometimes it's nice to do that. Now, we're going to make another line under this one because we have to have a door for our crane. And so we put a line there. We're going to put our line down here, but don't go all the way to the end. Stop before you get to the bottom of this half circle. And then we're going to connect this line kind of in an arc. Just follow this line here. And there's your door. And if you want to put a little handle, you can just make a little rectangle right there. And that's the handle so the person can get in and out of the crane. But now, how's the crane going to move? It's got to have this, almost like a tank, has this little structure that rolls around. And so what we're going to do, it's not as hard as it looks. You're going to take and make a line, kind of almost in line with that crane, the bucket of the crane, and just make a line straight across, and you're going to go past this bottom of the crane, just go make it go a little bit farther, and then you're just going to make another one right on the bottom, not too thick, right on the bottom, straight across. Very good. And then you're going to make a little half circle just like you did with this one. You're going to make it right on the end, because you're not going to make a rectangle, you're going to make a kind of a curved end like that, because this part goes around and around, and that's how the crane moves. Now go in a little bit right in the front on this left hand side and make a circle. Make it big enough so you can make another circle inside, and it's kind of a tiny circle. And then you're going to go to this side on the right, and you're going to go in just a little bit, and you're going to make a circle that's the same size as this circle or near it over here, and then a tiny circle in that one. Now we're going to connect these two circles with a line on top and a line on the bottom. We're getting a lot of practice making straight lines, aren't we? Just try to keep your hands steady. There you go. Now we're just going to make lines. I guess we're going to make like little, you could say little squares here. Just start making your little squares. Just lines, patterns. Remember, we talk always about patterns in art. Draw interest and make your drawing a pleasure to look at. And I'm just going to do this just like this. This reminds me of the lion's mane that we did a little while ago. Just lines, 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 lines. Lions on lines. Takes a little bit. I'm just going to keep doing it. Around and around to the end. We're almost there. There we are. And that's your crane. So that is our crane. And I hope you enjoyed drawing that. You probably will need to stop it. Stop the video and just take your time with it. And you can do it more than one time. It might take a little bit of practice to get everything where it's supposed to be, but I'm confident that you guys can get it done with enough practice and enough patience. So that is our multi-shaped crane, and that's probably one of our more complicated drawings. I wonder how you did. I'm sure that you're going to be able to do it. Just keep practicing and do it step by step. I hope to see you next time on Artist Fun with Nonna. Have a wonderful day. Bye.